Good evening, Randomania for the Quattro. Not quite Ocho, but we're halfway there. We are here for this game two in this elimination match between Amazing Toaster and Angel FM. And it's going to be an exciting one. We have swords, we have seeds, and we have Adaginos. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Stom, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Can't wait to see an amazing angelic race between our two runners today.
And hopefully that, and we don't have some bad internet, so we have toasty radio wave.
Indeed. Well, and if something happens, then we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, looking forward to seeing where they start off. And we are starting off in the desert. At least Angel is.
Well, let's hope both the runners start in the same spot. We got a red ring and a magical sword.
Oh, wow.
Easy game.
Yeah. And so three starting Triforces. It looks like 3, 4, and was that 5? 6?
Three, 6, yeah.
3, 4, and 6.
Which the three, some of those could move around. The first two could move around depending on what exactly we have for our dungeon quests. But
And
6 will
hello,
be the same. And
starting secret 131 right away. That's gonna charge up your wallet.
yeah, that's a nice find. Means you could get a candle right away if you find it in a shop. Obviously, these guys need to make everybody does this different, right? And with this start, you can do a lot of things, but still want to go to the start screen quick because it could contain a candle. It's a 25% chance. So,
yep. And it's also really hard to say if this is one-hit KO. I mean, all the enemies are dying, but they started with a magic sword.
Yeah, that makes it tough. Hey, it's a lair. We have hidden dungeon numbers, our favorites.
Yes. And that did not look like any kind of palette that is in the normal game. I could be wrong. Is that a normal palette?
Nope, I don't think so. That's a little bit too bright to be one's palette, so this is definitely going to be different.
I am going to lean towards this definitely being one-hit KO so far. But nope. I just saw one of those Tektites took a hit.
Tektites taking a hit from a magic sword, that's delightful.
It is absolutely insane, but right when I said it, yeah. And yeah, the Angel's gonna fight through, and here's a map.
There it is.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be second quest 2.
Yeah, that's correct. So we actually have Triforces 2 and 5.
Okay, because we're second quest. Yeah, that's gonna do that.
There is a heart in the Triforce room, which means that we at least don't have vanilla drops, so that's interesting.
Yes, we do not.
Yeah, Bunny's taking a few hits. So we do have shuffled HP, just kind of difficult to tell, and that is a Triforce. Gonna take.
He is. And Amazing Toaster adds a paltry 4 small secret to the already large collection.
So this is a good call here by Angel because there is a 50% chance that we have vanilla dungeon items, and it's the recorder in second quest too. So that is definitely something that we want to take.
Hey, that candle was indeed with the take-any's, and so Amazing Toaster at vanilla 5, which is a indication that we either have first quest or mixed on the overworld, by the way. Also takes a candle and has decided to go ahead and grab some bait.
Yeah, which is actually a pretty good call here, not even knowing what the dungeons are, but we will be dealing with second quest 3, which has a very high likelihood of having a bait block with its setup.
Absolutely. Angel gonna go ahead, go back to start, has explored up that waterfall area. Sorry, Toaster, I said.
They both start with A, it's alright. And our item is A, it's a recorder.
Yeah, so not definitive, but leaning towards that being possible second quest vanilla item placement.
I'd say it's 50-50.
Yeah. And Toaster finds 9 at that Lost Woods Arma spot. Didn't quite catch where the entrance was at 9.
The 30 secret by level.
No, I meant on the inside.
Oh,
like
I see.
Where,
Yeah.
yes. Like
Yeah,
where,
I did
if
miss that
it's,
also. It is very interesting that Angel has not blown the recorder here. I guess wants to check a few spots here, which I could get on board. As we do have vanilla too, so this is a full first quest overworld.
Yes, it is. It just makes it easier. And was that a 40 bait? Was that like stupid cheap meat?
Stupid cheap meat.
Tasty.
The Thanksgiving special. I mean, it's roadkill, but it's still on sale.
Hey, you know.
Oh, that is second quest 9.
That is absolutely. So it looks like we're gonna have full second quest.
Angel,
dungeons.
toot that flute, my friend.
We have slowdown on red bubbles, by the way.
Ooh, haha, that's my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Oh goodness! So Toaster gets a one-way ladder there, or a staircase, into a Triforce room with a key, and no way out.
Just take that and bolt. We're not doing 2Q7 right now.
Mm-hmm. Not at all.
It is really interesting that Angel has not taken the time to blow the recorder, as recorder to Unbeaten Dungeons could be on. Obviously, still maybe looking for something like a candle or some things like that, because you know you can still be blocked. But it's pretty interesting. Usually, that's one of the first things that players will do, unless you forget, which I do all the time because I have very rarely ever played with that flag. So
yeah. It might just be that Angel wants to go ahead and explore this area while they're up there, and afterwards might actually pull that out. I do think that you're right that they are looking for a candle.
Well, good news is they're gonna find one very soon if they keep going this direction. So that's a good thing. Meanwhile, Toaster is also going to find level 2 here, and we'll see if he takes the time to dig out that recorder.
I can't imagine Toaster not digging out the recorder at this point. Oof. Angel gets hit by that bubble.
Never mind. Angel has a candle, and there's a wand.
Oh, okay.
Level 7. Or no, this is 2Q8. So yeah, that looks like vanilla items.
Yeah, I think that you're right there.
And we get some tooting in this. This is gonna take. Where are we going? Where are we going? It looks like vanilla Unbeaten Dungeons.
Yes, it does. Gets him a nice little 35, rolled up a bit on the medium secret. Not too bad.
I mean, at the very least, it's a way to get across the world for the moment, so not too bad.
Yeah, and to get to 4, as is being pointed out in chat by Fury.
Just gonna be a door repair, but yes.
Out goes. Hey, look, there's that white sword. As upgrades are on, that remorse flag showing that it's in full effect, even though it really doesn't matter.
I mean, can we like get that and then tape it to the end of the wand and make it do 4 damage?
Well, if you find the tape, yes. But that's in level 12.
Oh, okay. That works.
Yep, that's right.
So what you're saying is it's in second quest 3. I got it.
No, second quest 12. It's in Zelda 2.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can make it work. We can do that. I mean, to be fair, chat's pointing out, if we hadn't had that remorse flag, we'd just have a magical bomb, so...
Yep.
Or I guess we'd actually have the non-crooked magical sword.
Yeah, and there's a chance that they could have started with magic sword and also still had bomb upgrades everywhere. the ultimate offensive seed, and we still don't know if this is a boomstick seed or not. We know we don't need the book for interpreting NPCs because they've definitely been saying different things. We also still don't know if the book is an atlas or not. So lots of options for the book if they ever come across it. Angel finds another of those big secrets. It was not a door repair on 4. It was quite the opposite. It was a cave of wonders.
I think all the NPCs are actually saying the same thing.
Are they?
Yeah. How did I get here from the last cave before you?
Ah.
And yeah, 2Q6 for Toaster.
Oops.
So
Well,
this will be a ladder.
I was just a little wrong by being completely and totally wrong, but whatever.
Dude, it's okay. You should see how many times I've been wrong.
Today?
Yeah.
That was just it for me. That's the only time, besides the next time and the time after that. But
I love that. I mean, it's key so you can clear it, but it's always fun to get that with like a Gibdos or something, and you don't have a sword.
The shooting gallery. Stay behind this line, and we'll let you out. You don't even get anything fun. You just because you get to see the prize that's sitting there on the other side.
Yeah, for sure. Angel interestingly taking a heart instead of a potion with red ring, and no need for hearts with slow curse on right now. So kind of a.
Let's make sure he can pick up that white sword.
Yeah, for sure, man. We gotta upgrade our magical sword to the magical white sword.
Toaster staring at this 8. Realizes I can walk through walls. Wait, Toaster had already been there, so I guess he was just trying to decide whether he was gonna re-dive this. It is level 8. It's not really a place that you love being in second quest ever. And add in Wizrobes, and it just makes for a party in my I'm getting out of here. Toaster is leaving.
Pretty sure that's second quest 6 that we were in.
Oh, was that 6? Wait, does this enemy set have Wizrobes and Koreas?
It is possible.
I think it got blended a bit.
Hi, Patra.
And a Patra! Oh.
I think we started with magical sword and red ring.
Yep. And it's like, doesn't make these things terribly hard. Check to see.
50-50. Actually, it's 33% chance to be the ladder. Turns out not to be.
Nope.
I might take that just to know what one not to mess with.
I would agree with that.
Well, we have another dungeon on Angel FM side. Up here in Death Mountain.
Yeah, we are finding dungeons quickly, which is fun because, they started off basically fully armed, and we're just gonna roll on through this.
This definitely reeks of a second quest dungeon.
I think we confirmed that we have second quests everything, so...
That was kind of a joke.
Oh. I get it, haha! What?
This is probably 5, is what it's kind of looking like.
Is it shaped like a 5?
I mean, sort of. It's shaped like a Z, which is kind of sort of like a 5 if you turn the things different.
Yeah. And Z is more like a 2, though.
I mean, you're dyslexic.
I am? What?
What?
You don't give somebody news like that. And they're in the middle of calling a race. That's really awkward.
This 5 is interesting.
It explains so much, though. But
hey, man, I hear you.
It's like I was reading all these texts from NPCs, and it's like these are different things, right? No, that's not how reading works.
Turns out it truly wasn't deceptive hits.
Just deceptive commentary.
The best type of commentary. Gotta keep the audience on their toes, man.
Chat, are you on your toes? I need to see screenshot confirmation that you are indeed on your toes. Well, that's one way to kill a Patra. Oh, and we're going to see a different way to kill a Patra on the other screen.
Beams, man, they make life so much easier.
Infernape, when you say it like that, it sounds so much worse than I meant it. Okay, slightly worse than I meant it, but anyways. Yeah, AmazingToaster has almost full cleared 6 at this point. Angel finding another heart container.
As Toaster finds a heart container in the ladder room, maybe.
And we gonna get everything now? Ladder room. And yeah, that's really making it feel like this is gonna be second quest vanilla items. I don't think that's a Fred, I think that's a flag. And granted, Fred made the flag, so you know. And Angel finds the bow, which makes sense. 5, second quest. I'm ready to call it. And that means that we're gonna have silvers in 9, it looks like. And Toaster finds a second magic sword. Unfortunately, cannot dual wield them yet. Still trying to get Fred to implement that.
So it'll be interesting to see if Toaster ever goes towards Death Mountain with level 5 being there. It's not required. We already have the Triforce. See if he makes that gamble going into 9 to not need the bow. And hope that Ganon is open or not.
Yeah.
Well, it's way out of the way to go up to where level 5 is.
I mean, what's really fascinating to me is that we started with 3 Triforces, and we've between both runners dove all those dungeons already, just because of items needed in them. And one of our players does have Recorder and has the bow, and the other player does have the ladder. So paid off. We have no idea if they're required or not.
It is interesting that we've not found 1, 2, or 1, 3, or 4. And that, like you said, the first places they went were 2, 5, and 6, because that's got all the good stuff in this.
Toaster, is that
This is our favorite place in the world. This is 2Q8.
Yep.
And this is our wand room here.
I'm pretty sure Angel found this earlier.
Yes, he did. He does have a wand.
Yeah, his wand, right? Yeah.
Oh, look at that! In vanilla first quest 9 contains a level also. So Angel finding all these dungeons everywhere. Very, very, very interesting. This looks like it could possibly be a 4. Or no, this is 3. What am I thinking? I'm stupid.
Don't say that. It's gonna make me look even worse when I know less than you.
So I would like to see Angel just bounce. Yeah, good job.
Out. Got the Triforce and on the way.
All right, so we're set up for a pretty quick seed here, as long as we can find all of our dungeons.
Yeah, that does seem to be the key right now. I know that Angel found that power bracelet at Vanilla Spot, but I don't think that he's tried it yet. But we also have not seen Take Any Roads, so I'd say there's a decent chance that that's what's there. And beyond that, there's not that many places to explore left in First Quest Overworld.
Yeah, no, not really. We kind of have the central area, which tends to be what gets gravitated to last, Candle Row and that sort of thing. There's not, like I said,
Yeah,
there's not a
that
lot.
one. Forgotten spot.
I mean, everybody's hope at this point is that you've got to go into second quest 4 to get a raft so that we could get to like level 1 on the coast raft spot or something like that.
Yep, that would be one of the last things that could really hold things up. And Angel's already dove and got that recorder. It would probably be a nice advantage over Toaster if one of those levels was at first quest 7.
And Angel also going to find his level 6 here, so this will net him a ladder and kind of even things up as Toaster, and I forget what level this is. This 8 he's still in.
He is. Oh my goodness, this room is trolling Toaster in the most amazing ways when it comes to those bubbles.
Yeah, I mean, those rooms where red bubbles are difficult to avoid is really bad, especially if you don't have a red candle to constantly boost yourself around. It can be real pain, especially with slow curse. Because, one of the main shticks of slow curse is that you can no longer block clip, which is kind of an interesting side effect that wasn't known at the time, and really makes it one of the
Or one of my favorites. Oh, Toaster gets bopped one more time. Angel finds that chute. And feels like we're just covering ground. That each of them is in a dungeon. I believe the other has already been in.
Bubble just doesn't want to get out of there.
Nope.
All right, Angel going to continue exploring here.
Yeah.
And what's made this kind of confusing too is we've had a couple of dungeons with the same palette color, so it's
Indeed.
Ladder paying off already.
Absolutely. That's right. That's why Toaster didn't dive that far into 8. And Angel taking advantage. Oh wait, no. I don't know why Toaster didn't dive that far into 8, but
well, it's second quest 8. Nobody
there
wants
is
to
that.
do that.
Yeah,
Especially early on. I might take this bomb upgrade. You're not going to buy anything else.
Yeah, you're gonna have plenty of money. It's just the original price, original amount, but having an extra 12 or 4 bombs overall. Nice killing him and handling it. Just the 1 bomb, 1 shot, and gets rewarded with a room full of blue darkness.
Yeah, the interesting question here, and Toaster has 4 keys, which is a pretty decent amount. Still does have to deal with 1 and 4 and 9 obviously, but with the magical key being here, I don't know if I go super hard out of my way for it, but definitely something I'm going to be keeping my eye out for.
Absolutely. We have not confirmed whether this is a boomstick seed or not. I think the fastest way to do that's going to be in 4. Once we find that, unless we just come across the shop looking for 4.
Yeah, I'm betting that nobody's going to be digging out a book out of there anyway.
I would fully
unless
agree
it
with
just
you
happens.
There. Yeah, they won't look for it.
Except I forgot we need the raft to get to 1. I forgot about that.
Oh, yes, because that's confirmed since you said it.
Have to will it into existence. Angel FM getting his ladder, so we are pretty well spot on here. Just has to go to 7, but it's like 2 rooms in as we get a.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it even. I would say Angel has a decent item lead at this point between having that bow and that recorder, which Toaster is missing. Toaster now does have a 1 Triforce lead, but that's not going to be terribly difficult to overcome.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know how much the recorder matters too much. I mean, and it's a good thing for Toaster in this case that it's not whistle to beaten dungeons, since 9 is a known factor. But you never know. There could be a dig dogger blocking something in level 9, or another dungeon for that matter. So things could turn for that way. But as of right now, I don't know that the recorder matters. But the bow is a big deal if Ganon is in fact required. So.
Yep.
I think like the next oh, there we go. I was gonna say the
There
next
we
logical
go.
course of progression would be to go towards Death Mountain, but we're already finding a dungeon here, and this looks like it might be level 1 or obviously.
I'd say it's definitely not 3. But it does look like it's probably level 1. And yeah, already getting that Triforce, and Toaster's just gonna grab it. You know, not a bad decision. Could imagine him going ahead and leaving at this point and continuing the hunt. Not a hard dungeon to come back to if you find that you need to hunt for some item, but we already know the item in 1 is not going to be useful, so I don't know why you do that anyways.
Yeah, and just again, yeah, like you said, it's not a useful item, so might as well get the heck out of Dodge. If only it were that easy in level 4.
Yeah, I don't know if did Toaster buy meat already? Because Toaster just skipped out on that bait, and
Yes,
then another
he has.
more expensive bait. Okay.
Which at this point we're not going to need anyway, because we've already seen 3 and we finished 8 without it, so we aren't going to need 8.
True.
But it's good to have.
You might get hungry. Angel is gonna come around. Still don't have that raft, so there's not really a lot else to explore on the coast.
Yeah, I mean, what do we have left?
I don't think we full cleared Death Mountain at this point.
I know Angel did.
Angel did? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just missed him having that many bombs, but
I mean, it can't be on the raft spot. So the question is, where exactly is it? Have we not checked Waterfall yet? I thought we checked Waterfall.
Waterfall is just a shot. Oh, Toaster misses with his candle shot.
I like this play by Angel. Gonna grab the meat before tackling Second Quest 8. You never know. And it would suck to get through 4 or 5 staircases and then get meat blocked. So I like that.
Absolutely.
But this is a full first quest overworld, so there won't be ladder spots.
Nope.
So I don't know what we've missed. I guess around start? We have never been around start.
We haven't really been around start because
of all
nobody got
places.
that. Yeah. So 4 could be right here, or maybe across the river to the left. Yeah, I think that there's definitely some areas that we've missed. Still, obviously.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
That's really interesting with the start with the swords and finding an early candle. The start area just got blown off. That's kind of cool. You don't see that very often.
And just having so much money, and no concern for your health situation because of a red ring, that they just all grab the candle from Take Any Cave and didn't even care about going to explore. Oh, Toaster is going to grab that book because why not? And it is an atlas, as we see the big D appear.
We confirmed that it is a well, yeah, it's a crappy dungeon.
Yeah, this one's not fun. Aquamentos awaits with the boomerang, so that's a truthful thing.
Yeah,
not
useful.
Not guaranteed.
Not really.
No, not at all. Like there's no usefulness whatsoever unless they help you find a dungeon.
The second heart piece that's trying its best to cosplay as a Triforce piece. Hard to do when you have rounded ends instead of pointy, but it works, I suppose.
Let's see, Toaster's key situation up to 5 at this point. Um, yeah. And yeah, that's a flame, by the way, coming out of that wand with the book, which means that we will not. Oh, well, I also found the book in the dungeon, so of course it's not boomstick.
I mean,
remember,
semantics.
remember when I said that I was going to help you look not as stupid? There you go. Yeah.
Hey, man, it's all right.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Still early in the evening. There's plenty of time.
Yes, I have time to say stupider things. Shall happen.
Unfortunately,
gets out.
Yeah. So I was getting ready to say, an angel unfortunately took a wrong turn here in level 8 and is spending a lot more time clearing it out. So,
whereas Toaster took the right turns in level 4 and manages to find a fairly early Triforce. There was a lot of dungeon left for him to explore.
But here's the thing: Second Quest 3 is up at Vanilla 9, so it's gonna take some time to get up that deck.
Especially because Toaster has no whistle. Can't get around. Not that you can actually easily whistle up to that area anyways.
There's a snake in my boot. So glad we got the book.
Indeed. I am curious. If Toaster finds level 5 on the way, do you dive that for bow?
With its location, I would.
Yeah.
Because it is so far out of the way that to have to go back there it's a 2 or 3 minute time sink just to get back to it. So
yeah,
I say if you find it, you definitely dig.
I agree.
I mean, especially since he bought arrows.
Yeah. You'd think at some point that they would take the snake out of their boots. And unless it's your pet snake that's in your boots, it's a really weird place to keep a pet, though. But these are people that own boots, which, if you own boots, that's great. More power to you. I don't really understand people that own boots, though. So,
I mean, I have work boots.
You have work boots? Yeah.
I just thought of something pretty cool. What if Slow Curse kept you from going through walk-through walls?
That sounds like it could soft lock in a heartbeat.
You can always up an A.
But that's just me. What if you get stuck? There could be situations where you get you get bubbles blocking your way and you can't help but get hit by them, and you need to get to. Yeah, I don't think that works.
Fred can put in logic. It'll be all right. Alright, so Angel bails out of 8, finds 4, and starts going the wrong direction in 4 also, which is unfortunate.
Yep.
He takes this. I think this pops him out over, though, maybe?
Nope.
No, I lied. Yeah, nowhere near. So yeah, this is unfortunate.
Best case scenario is that there's no way out of this room, and he up and A's. But he found a way. Toaster is buying hints. Toaster,
I mean,
why?
Here's why. Level 9.
Oh, that's true.
You get a couple of confirmation hints. You could feel a little bit better about not getting duped by the guy in level 9, like one of the seeds that we had, Chestjerk and I, who's in chat, where we had vanilla items. We had 6 hints for items in their dungeons, and it turns out that we had deceptive hints.
That's fun. Speaking of fun, Angel just got saved. Found the compass near the top of the dungeon. And had that light turned on at the bottom of the dungeon, and he up and A'd in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, I mean, saved big time. It's great when that happens.
Yep.
It is. This is literally probably a 5-minute time save with the direction that he was going. So this is
absolutely. Yeah. It does look very much, by the way, like we have 0 HP bosses. Between the Aquamentos, the Gleox, the Manhandle is going down quickly, things like that. It does very much. Obviously, hard to absolutely tell with the way some things are rolling. But yeah, I'd be willing to bet at this point, bosses have 0 HP.
Well, thanks, friend. It's when you take your magical sword and you chuck it in his face.
Toaster picks up the letter. Exciting.
Yeah, so Angel gonna find level 1 here. Never mind. Took the downward spiral instead of the upward turn. Hopefully soon gonna find level 1. And then already knows the location of 7 and 8. And 7 we know is pretty quick. So we'll see how this pans out. Toaster is in fact going to find level 3 before finding level 5. So it'd be very interesting to see if I think you do. I think you have to make the play to 9.
I think you absolutely make the play to 9 as well. Because if you're wrong, you still have to find 5. That can take time. But you know 5 is what you're looking for, and then you know, yeah, like there's not a ton of mystery behind what happens if canon is required. Just enough. Combine that with, I don't know what Toaster uses to track, but there can't be that many gaps on his map at this point.
No, you'll have a pretty good idea of where 5 is, but it's...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, because you're kind of there and kind of not, because West and East Death Mountain are kind of separated, but you're going to burn this meat off so you can mini faster. I kind of like that.
Absolutely.
I
totally
don't
agree
think
with
you
that.
can go to 5. I don't think you can go to 5 here.
I don't think so at all. Angel finally gets to the start screen, 36 minutes in, and says, I'm good.
Progressive candles win.
And Toaster already getting that Triforce, and as you have stated, got to imagine is making the play to 9.
Yeah, I expected up an A here, a save, and straight into 9. Arrows for Angel. I like this buy.
Yeah, and with the bow. But Angel needs to find level 4, and is about to in probably about 30 seconds or so. Maybe a minute if he's not block clipping or screen scrolling. But yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, so this is going to come down to obviously whether Ganon is required or not, and then how quickly Angel can pick which ways to go here.
I'll go a step further. I think that this is probably Toaster's race to lose. It absolutely has to be Ganon required for him to have a shot at losing. But Angel needs to clear out 4, 7, and 8, and then find silvers in 9 to overcome. Well, okay.
You know,
when
you take the right turns, they go pretty good for you.
It helps. It helps a lot.
And Toaster is unfortunately slow cursed in level 9 already. Great place to be.
I think that the first room you enter in 9 is just filled with bubbles and it's hard to avoid.
Hi, Dig Dogger. How are you?
Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Dig Dogger's in 9, and you did not take the time to pick up the recorder. That actually makes it a little, it's more interesting in Angel's favor. Toaster very happy to find that room, though.
Angel knows where 7 and 8 are. I kind of wonder what he's looking for. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know if Angel knows exactly where 7 and 8 are.
I mean, 7 was one of the first dungeons he found, and I know he bombed into 8 because he has the wand, so...
Yep.
Little confused, maybe? I'm not sure.
I couldn't tell you. Well,
The 7 was in the forest, correct? I could be wrong.
I don't remember streamer specifically. When I'm playing these, I always have to take pretty thorough notes because my memory is not always great, and that continues to be true now. Now that room had Wizrobes and Gurias in it. That's just fun.
Gonna whistle around a bit. We're gonna go to First Quest 3.
Yeah. One thing of note that we've definitely left a lot of open dungeon behind in our wake at this point. But through the dungeon we have seen, I don't think we've seen either Ganon or Zelda's room. So I'd say we are north of 50% chance that they are in their own rooms at this point.
Uh-huh. Well, I think we have a mismark on a tracker. I'm gonna go off of that based on the fact that Angel's back in level 4, presumably digging a raft.
Ooh, yeah. That's rough.
Because I'm pretty sure level 7 was over in the forest area.
I think you're right.
I don't remember exactly where, but I'm pretty sure it was there. And 8 was the bomb location north of the Lost Hills push block.
I don't know if Angel ever went up there.
He had to have, because he has the wand out of 8.
Oh right, yeah, you're right. He went to 8. He went to there, so it must be 7. Yeah.
Very interesting. And there's another dig dogger, and it's over a possible staircase.
Yeah.
So again, very interesting. I mean, Toaster knows where 2 is, so that's not an issue, but it's still very interesting.
Still extra time that Angel very clearly needs. Yeah, like Angel needs for this 9 to troll Toaster in every conceivable way, including starting to eat into that supply of keys. Unfortunately, 9 is not necessarily littered with a ton of locked doors. It's more about, walk-through walls. It doesn't even have that many staircases in it, honestly. It is far easier than First Quest 9.
I think it has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's the raft for Angel.
And, yeah. And there's another key for Toaster, so that's becoming very quickly never going to be an issue. It looks like you're spot on. It looks like Angel is about to get a very rude awakening.
He hasn't bombed. It might be Spectacle Rock. Or maybe that was a pay door. I don't know, but he hasn't bombed that spot. And it's open to the First Quest for sure. So we'll see what he does here.
Oh, the Monocle Rock?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Monocle Rock, yeah. Heart Rock, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah. Does not look like he bombed that. And that might be what we're looking for.
Again, I don't know where level 7 was. Somebody'd have to tell me in chat. I missed that, but I do know that it's over in the forest area. So bad news for Angel.
Yeah.
Good news is they got the raft fairly quick. Second Quest 4 can really troll you hard sometime.
Yep.
Well, Toaster's still slugging this 9.
Absolutely. Probably explored maybe about half of it, but has not currently found Zelda, Ganon, an item, anything.
Yeah, right? Like, nothing of use.
Yeah. Now, chat, we should point out, at least I have no audio at all from either streamer. Hey, guess what? Another red ring.
Does that make... I mean, do those stack?
They do not.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, chat, we are relying on you for roars, is what I was trying to say. Because we don't have audio.
I don't remember where this stair in 8 goes. Is it to the left? Okay, so this is the direction Angel wants to be going. I think the Triforce is down here, like 3 or 4 rooms or so, but obviously not wanting to use keys, so that might push him the wrong direction. We'll see.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, like, where is the stuff in 9?
We are almost out of places for the roar to happen. To be fair, like I think he went around, and so there's more of the central is not there, or not explored, and certainly not the bottom middle. But still, yeah. Did that door not open in? But did he try the push block?
It was a shutter door that opened when he cleared the room.
Okay.
Chat's saying we have a roar, which means
okay, so this is probably Ganon here.
Yeah. The I column, I'm sorry. No, the R column.
Okay,
because,
yeah, like one
south and one
east. Yeah.
Zelda required. This is crazy because this could require a trip into 2 and a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to bet you're right on both accounts.
The problem is Angel still does not have any idea where 7's at. Again, chat, I implore you, does anyone remember where it's second or where 7 was at? Whistle spot in the desert. Well, it can't be a whistle spot in the desert because we are not on second quest.
This is first quest only. Yeah.
Well,
unless this has been the weirdest mixed quest ever.
The only reason why I say that it could be Recorder Required Fury is there was a 3-bar room with a dig dugger in it that could possibly be the staircase that contains the silver arrows. In fact, this room right here.
Right there. Yeah, Angel got the 8 Triforce. Angel is looking for 7.
Yeah, we're looking for 7, and I don't remember where in the heck 7 was.
And I remember, I'm just having fun with Adaginos not remembering. That's not true, I don't know.
Smooth. Very smooth. Nah, I mean, you ruined it.
I did.
That's alright. So we'll see. I seriously don't remember. This is unfortunate when you mismark your tracker, because then you gotta go back and check everything. I still don't think he went back and bombed Monagle Rock.
I think that you're right, and I think that it would not surprise me if that ends up being where 7 was. For that sole reason. Yes, that was level 8 Trails. And as suspected, yeah, the push blocks are vanilla take any's. And yeah.
Is this silvers for Toaster?
That's silvers for Toaster. Okay. So that means that we do not need the recorder, but Toaster needs to find 5.
Well, he knows where to go at least.
Well, has some ideas based on blanks. Doesn't know exactly. But is in much stronger position than Angel at this point. Toaster has not been to 5. That was one of our starting Triforces. Just to recap, our runners started with Magic Sword, Red Ring, and Triforces 2, 3, and 5. Since we have second quest for all dungeons and vanilla items, our runners actually took time to dive into a lot of those dungeons where they already had Triforces just because of useful items. Both of them dive 6 for the ladder, Angel dived 5 for the bow, and also dived 2 for that recorder, which did not end up being needed.
Not sure what Angel's doing here.
I think he's going somewhere else. Yeah, and the second the toaster finds 5, just has to find that bow. It was not far off from the beginning, if memory serves. And then it's just cruise control at that point. Whereas Angel just needs to find 7.
I mean, the Triforce is super fast in 7, but gotta find it.
And Amazing Toaster has found level 5.
I know that Angel's seen level 7. Unless it's Monaco Rock, which he hasn't bought. I don't remember where level 7 was. That was level 6.
Yep. Oh, Monaco Rock was a big secret. You're right. I remember that now.
Okay.
I think.
I'm pretty sure it was one of the. I think it was the Armos. I think it was the Armos, the 30 secret Armos in the forest. And
Well, one of them's 9.
level 2 was. Yeah, sure. I don't remember. Nobody knows. It's gone.
Level 7 was a lie. It was all in your head. I do feel like you're right about it being in forest, though.
As 4D.
And Toaster has found the bow. The timer is ticking.
Yeah, so there are 3 dungeons inside the forest. There's 7, 9, and 2, so I'm not crazy.
Those things are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate because I really feel like Angel had the leg up, especially with Ganon being required, and just mismarked the tracker. And
that's all it takes sometimes.
Really...
Toaster is back in the 9. It's going to very quickly make his way over to where Ganon is. It's basically straight to the left. Oh, it was right by the entrance, so we had an immediate roar.
Oh, well, thanks, Chad, for helping out with that one.
And Ganon has no life.
Wow, and isn't Zelda like 2 rooms away or something like that?
Pretty much.
Oh man, that's super unfortunate for Angel.
I was wondering if Angel would find 7, and I think that's it, isn't it?
Yep, that's it right there. That sucks.
Gonna get the news. And there's Zelda in her room. So get your GGs in chat for Amazing Toaster.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah.
And that's Hey, GG.
And we are joined by our winner of the race today, Amazing Toaster. GG.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. So it was a close race for a while. It really was. But what ended up happening is that Angel lost 7. Yeah, and literally just refound it right before you won. It had literally researched the entire world trying to find it. Did not have the Triforce from here. And yeah, so Angel had the bow when you did not. had recorder, some other things. Was in a position to where if had cleared 7, could have gone into 9 and not had to leave,
Yeah,
even if that
9.
dig dogger, but never made it into 9.
Yeah, the only thing I was worried about was that dig dogger. That's why I continued searching and found the silvers before I left.
Yeah, and we were convinced that it was there, that it had to be that. We didn't think that there were any more spots, but you found it.
Yeah, there was like a wrap around to get to that room. You had to go. You couldn't go straight through because Ganon was right to the left of
Yeah.
start there. So to get to that room, you had to go around a different.
Yep. Yeah. And like we had no idea how quick Ganon was. As like we didn't have audio, so we didn't know the roar was literally on that second screen. Angel has made his way into level 9 and is searching for those silvers now. Has decided to go ahead and finish out this seed. I don't blame Angel at all for that. So how'd you like those remorse flags? You know, swords. You get sword upgrades this seed.
Yeah, I played with that as my remorse flag previously against Captain Green, and the same thing happened to me. That we started with the magical sword when we turned that flag on.
Yeah. So not just magic sword, but we also had red ring to start. You basically never really worried about dying this seed.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
What did you think
So
about that slow curse?
We had it last night too. It was worse last night.
yeah. Is there any play that you kind of wish you could take back at this point?
I could have shaved a bit of time off if I had done um, searched out 5. I thought about it about searching out 5 before going to 9, but I had the triangle, so I just went for 9.
Yeah, we talked about that for a while and thought that you probably made the right call. Because if it had not been Ganon required, then you had an absolutely assured victory. Ended up not mattering, but still.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we were talking about it, and I think if you had ran into 5 beforehand, with it being so far out of the way of everything, you'd have definitely searched. But I think you made the right call, especially with these flags. If Ganon is not required, you're spending so much extra time searching out an item that you don't need. So I think you made the right call.
Yeah, if I know where the bow is when we get a flag site like this with vanilla second quest dungeons and items, if I happen across 5, it's not terribly large, and a lot of times you get an easier enemy set than you usually get in there. So, rifle through it and pick the bow out.
Yeah, good game, man. You to advance on. Let me find the bracket here. I can tell you who you might be playing.
Cantaloupe.
Ah, there you go. That'll be a good matchup.
Yep. That will be a fun one in the next round.
Should be interesting.
One thing is for sure, you can't run away from it. So I mean, what do you think of the? Has my kids go crazy? Think of the tournament so far, as like the structure and kind of the introduction there of like a remorse flag and that sort of thing.
Well, it's been fun. Interesting set of flags. It's always fun trying to figure out what exactly they're playing in the middle of the game.
That's one of my favorite parts of this tournament. Just seeing, like, what are they going to face? Is it going to be fast? Is it going to be so slow? Is it going to look fast but actually be slow? Because that one happens a lot. It's like, hey, guess what? You got all 8 Triforces. You get to cruise right into 9. No, you need everything.
Yeah, there's been some special scenes this tournament for sure.
I would qualify last night's seed we played as a special one.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Like here, you have all 8 Triforces, but you still have to go on a wild goose hunt to get all these items to chain reaction to get to the stuff that you need. Oh, and by the way, all the Triforces are going to be right there when you walk in.
Yeah.
Watch him walk out the top of this room. Nope.
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 Yeah, so a really convoluted way to get to the silvers there. That's pretty interesting.
I'm not sure yet you got a great shot at walking through that wall, though. That one works just fine.
Wait.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Yeah.
I can swear I pushed that wall.
This is like a 6-room level 9.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 6-room level 9, with everything that you need right there. Maybe 7.
Crap.
Oh man.
All right. Do you have any other regrets in this seat? I mean, you got beat up in that room. Like, there was bubbles were pushing you around like crazy, and you got slowed. Yeah. Oh, and that was a walk-through wall, at least one way.
Wow.
Walk down. Okay.
Yep. That could have been a one-way. We got some of those in level 9. But, yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, well, indeed.
Yeah, wow. Like, what? Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms. It's 8 rooms.
Oh my
Required.
goodness.
But you went all the way around the edge, all the way to the top, left, back down to the middle. So GG Angel, as he finishes up this seed, just over an hour. I don't know if Angel's going to be joining us or not.
Yeah, we do have another race that will be kicking on to this channel here fairly soon, so make sure you stick around for that.
And we are joined by Angel. GG. So, yeah, I think probably don't have to guess what happened on that one.
Yeah, I grabbed Raft and, I think that was it. But no, I took a really convoluted start at the beginning of the game, and for some reason I knew I didn't do the level 8 spot, but I completely forgot I had not done the little spot there. And I couldn't think of what I missed at that point.
Yeah. I don't mean to rub salt, but if you were in great position, if it weren't for that, because your opponent had AmazingToaster had not gotten the bow or the recorder, and so went into 9 after getting all the Triforces, banking on Ganon not being required, and of course was. Also did a full exploration of level 9, even though 8 rooms were all that were required.
I actually felt like I played really well this series, considering it was all second quest dungeons and vanilla items. I couldn't ask for anything better. But yeah, it's just I just misplaced something and it happened.
Yep. And unfortunately, this is the end of your tournament. So I hope you had fun.
Oh, it was a good time. I did better than I thought I would, since I signed up and didn't realize it was going to be a completely random.
Yeah. Surprise!
Oh, yep.
But honestly, I couldn't ask to be eliminated by someone better as Toaster. So, good luck later rounds. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, good game to you both. Thanks for racing. It was fun to watch, fun to call. Thank you to my fellow co-com DH Stom, our tracker Pro Infernape, and our restreamer Fury SK. Sorry to rush, but we do have a match coming up imminently between Alsoa and Chess Jerk. and we will pass on some comms to, it looks like, Dracia and Zois. So enjoy that. I'll be watching. Y'all have a good night.